let's go ahead and talk about P Valley. Girl, let me pull this up. These ain't my notes, but we finna get into the episode. Did y'all watch P Valley? Girl, it was giving D Valley. Girl, it was giving D Valley. Girl, this is not P Valley no more. Girl, this thing is giving D Valley. Listen. Oh, wow. Well, if one thing Lil Murder gonna do, he gonna murder some, honey. Let's get into it, okay? So let's talk about it. So the episode begins with Toy, who's been dealing with allergies all season, sneezing on a customer while giving her a lap dance. As soon as I saw this lady that she was dancing on, I said, listen, this is the same lady that was there crying last year. Now, that I do remember, because wasn't she getting a divorce or something like that? And she gave away all her divorce settlement money or something like that. I said, this the same lady. And the lady kept, I think she wanted her to take off her mask and wanted to see her face or something like that. And she took it off, and then she took this lady mask off too. And I'm like, now why you got to take that lady mask off? Okay, man, that's what they should have played with the music, mask on, mask off, or whatever that's. So don't Future got a song like that, mask off, mask off. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. So she ended up sneezing on that lady, and when she sneezed on that lady pretty much went crazy. And it was so disgusting because they did the slow-mo, and you saw all of the action, whatever it's called, come out on this lady's face, and her mouth was open. She went crazy in that BIT. She decided to shut them down. They are under violation, and they cannot open up until they get all these protocols in order. So they are pretty much stuck like Chuck. And I'm like, y'all gonna have to get rid of her. It's a few people y'all probably gonna have to get rid of. But y'all should have got rid of her last week when she was around there doing all that mother sneezing. For real, for real. Okay, that's what y'all should have been got rid of her. But anyway, so the Pink has to shut down. And they got to wait. They got to get everything together until it's time for them to open back up. And of course, she got to approve it. And I think they tried to get it cleared, but she said she went in there and found some other violations, or they got to finish up with stuff, so they still can't open. So it's putting them in a tight spot. What else happened? Let's see. I'm trying to fast forward here. Okay, so I believe there's a curfew that was put in place in an attempt to manage rioting and some other things that's been going on, okay? Because I believe a black man ended up getting harmed by the police. So the employees at the Pink weren't the only ones that were affected by the curfew. So, of course, when this happens, I believe it affects the tour that Murder and them are doing. So they may not be able to hit all the spots like they really want to, because places going to be shut the hell down, right? So what else ended up happening? I believe the next stop was Birmingham. So while they were on their way to the next stop of the tour in Birmingham, they got the news that a curfew would be put in place there. Okay, this means that there would not be a club appearance for the two headliners on tour. So I'm wondering if that's also a bit of loss of money. I would think so if you can't perform, but then it's really not your fault because it's a curfew in place and you got to abide by that, right? So yeah, and also Big Teek was just tripping the entire time. I think the black boy getting harmed by the police is what really had him on another one. Okay, so they had that going on. Let's see. I also think the mayor had to shut them down. Oh yeah, I think so. I know he said some things to mama, the Mercedes mama. But anyway, let's keep going, girl. So, yeah, throughout this episode, it's obvious that being in jail has weighed heavy on Big Teek's conscience, and it has made him think a lot about their country and the way Black people are treated. Because he did do this long monologue about it doesn't matter what type of NIGGA you are, you still just an NIGGA. It's not going to matter, right? Don't matter how successful you are. I mean, I feel like he got a point, though, child. It don't matter how successful you are, girl. They will always remind you. But anyway, his reactions differ from everyone else's on the tour, right? What else happened? I didn't understand. Is his name Rome? I think it's Rome. Rome, I thought he was really finna beat, I thought Big Teek was really finna beat Rome's ass, because Rome just kept saying, like, what did the black boy do for such and such things to have happened to him? And it's like, why would you say some shit like that? Why would it have to be his fault? It couldn't be somebody else's fault. Like, you just make this ignorant statement and don't have all of the details. You just, what he had to have done something for those type of things. So it's like, what kind of background do you got? Where do you come from? Where did you grow up at? Like, why are you just like, why does this not click for you? You know what I'm saying? So it was very weird to see Big Teek about to fight Rome, but then it was weird because he ended up turning all of his anger over to this white girl, but not really weird because she was white. But then it was like, she's still a female, like you should be pouncing on him. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight somebody. So that whole scene was giving very much weirdness for me. I don't know. I feel like they probably didn't really shoot that scene right, but that's just what I was thinking. Yeah, I think Rome was definitely out of pocket for what he was thinking. He had already cut off the damn TV when the boy was over there watching the TV. He cut it off. Just, I can't. Actually, they were playing Masked Off by Future at the time when she took the. Oh, so they were playing it. Okay, I don't even remember what they were playing. Okay, thank you. Ron was saying some ignorant stuff. Of course, so there's a lot of talk all over Facebook about Montavious being connected to Big Bone. What you think about that? Now, why the hell would she be connected to Big Bone? I would think Whisper is probably more connected to Big Bone. However, I'm sorry, not Big Bone, but to Montavious. However, Big Bone would end up being the person that you least expect. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't expecting that. I also saw, speaking of Big Bone, a lot of people saying that her acting is terrible, it's horrible, but I felt like her acting was fine because everybody is having to force themselves to have a Mississippi accent when Mississippi people don't even talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So she's just trying to make sure she delivers on the accent. But I mean, I thought she was doing fine. You know what I'm saying? But yes, sensibility speaks. I feel like Whisper was the one that probably was more connected to Montavious than Big Bone. But that would be interesting to see. That would be really, really interesting to see. Let's see what else happened. So all right, so Big T goes back to his room, y'all. So he in his room, you know, trying to get his thoughts right. Murder is supposed to be working on the song because they ended up hearing DJ Never Scared on the radio, right? So then, of course, the manager called him. He's been trying to get Murder on a track with a big artist. And Murder's like, I don't know who the artist is. It don't matter who the artist is. You're going to be on the radio, so you should be glad. So he's working on getting that track to him because he needs it ASAP. So when Big T goes into the room, you got Murder in the bathroom focusing on his music. Big T hears him. And then he goes in there. So you know what I'm saying? Big T, listen. I don't think you had to pee, but you damn sure made some piss come out. But I don't think you had to use the bathroom like that. And I should have known so I was going to go down the way. What's his name? Murder was in the tub. But then I could have sworn he looked at that man thing. And then got up and went on out. I said, oh, well, then this is going to, okay, we got some action. Because it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? And it went down. It went down, girl. Listen. Oh, girl, it just went down. It went all the way down. I wasn't mad at it because they always showing women, you know what I'm saying, revealing themselves and doing all this and you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping off of them, you know. But I will say he played that role. Murder did the hell out of that scene. It was a bit sexy. It was a bit sexy. And I was just like, Murder, you sure you ain't been down this road before? Now, see, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, you straight because you got your wife and stuff. However, bisexual people do exist and you could be one. Either that or you is one hell of an actor. Okay? You too, Teek. We're going to give you a few props too because you knew your position. And I'm not going to lie. I was over there looking at the screen like, what's her name? Miss Janet Jackson. Oh, and who's doing the bending? Because that's what I'm trying to find out. So it's Teek. Well, let me get a little peek. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, well, let me see what's going on, girl. So they got it in, y'all. They got it in. It was giving passion. It was, I have to say. It was indeed giving passion. I said, oh, y'all did this before. Okay. Now him pulling out the condom and he done took the condom with his mouth in his hand and then went down. I said, oh, wow. Listen, I just have questions that need answers. Well, Y'all been down this road before, cause y'all played that too well. I can't be the only person. They did that very well. Um, listen to me, okay? I said, damn, okay. Now who's doing the bending? I'm not. I'm for real. I literally was thinking. I was like, who's doing the bending? Like, who's going to? Because I haven't seen Murder do that. So I was like, is Murder about to switch roles here or what? But Murder was giving. And maybe it's silly of me to think this, but I'm like, shoot, seeing how swole Tiki, Big Tiki, I thought he probably was just ready to, what I'm saying, go in there. But he was like, nah, you got it. And I was like, he sure do, honey. He do. He had it. He had it, girl. He had it. He did. He did. You right. You is right. Somebody said there must be a good check. Listen. It has to be a good check. Okay. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Ooh. Yesterday's not thick tea. It was definitely giving thick Teek. Let me tell you something. I need to know, were they actually a couple at some point, or did Teek always have a crush on him? It's giving they probably have experimented with each other before. And then yet here we are, they're doing it again. But when Teek was sitting over there the next morning, because first of all, he done put Murder to bed. Okay, so Murder just sleep, girl. He wake up, Teek sitting over there in the windowsill. Girl, as soon as I saw that postcard, I knew what was up. Okay, I said, oh, he's not happy. That man said, you ain't never sent me no postcard. I was like, well, then, Teek, wait a minute. Okay, you got lyrics. So if you got lyrics from him, why he needed to send you postcards? Like, what more do you want from him? You done got the D. You done got lyrics. What else? I mean, shit. What else you want? I'm saying you should be a little grateful, a little happy. But why do I wonder if because Murder loves Uncle Clifford so much, I wonder if he's gonna feel like he cheated on her or something. You know how people be feeling guilty, like even though they love somebody, they had a little breakup right now, whatever, they may go off and do something, for however they were feeling in that moment, but then probably have a little guilt later. I wonder if that's going to come up. How he gonna send postcards when he wasn't traveling anywhere? He was too busy in the club with Clifford. Now he still could have went to the corner store and just got any kind of postcard and mailed it to him, though, right? He could have sent them a little something, but I still feel like he got lyrics. Oh, the lyrics was on toilet paper. Oh, wow. Well, then I guess he should complain then. I hollered when he said, "Who the Cliff?" Redbone has hot in the what? Was hot in the window and was very hot in the window. Bless you. The look Murder gave Teek, LOL. You know you about to get this clearly ready to give it all to him. Oh baby, bring it out to me. Bring it. Okay, because he was giving it, girl. He wasn't the only one getting it, y'all. This was a really interesting episode. He was not the only one that was up there getting it. Okay, I was getting some. Getting some. Oh, girl, because Miss Mercedes. Okay, Miss Mercedes was over there getting it in too. I should have known when she came over to their house. Some told me Coach did not call her. It was Miss Farrah that wanted to see her the whole time. That's what that really was giving. Miss Farrah wanted to see her because Miss Farrah wanted some of her goods. And so Miss Farrah got some of her goods. So they had a great time. And that's just what it was. Girl, I said y'all had a whole lot going on. But I do want to know, Miss Farrah, Miss Coach wife, what you finna do with the photos that you took of Mercedes? I do wonder if they're going to be a positive thing. Maybe she'll post them in a museum or post them somewhere that's going to get Mercedes positive recognition, or if it's going to be a situation that's going to backfire on Mercedes. For me, I just feel like nothing good ever happens for Mercedes. So I feel like those pictures are probably going to end up somewhere that they may not. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody knows what she does. So yeah, you thought that was graphic. They didn't even show anything like body parts or anything. I mean, they did kind of show Brandy's breast when it came to who you talking about, the guys or the girls? Oh, you ain't even talking to me. You're talking to Angie. Mercedes felt so cheap when she left that money on the nightstand. Ooh, she shouldn't have felt cheap. That's what you came for. That's what you signed that contract for. She helping you out. And I don't know. Now I'm kind of thinking about where you get this money from, Miss Farrah, because you talking about you won't be getting no money from your husband. So how you getting the money? What you doing? I don't know. She was in them type of shorts. I wonder if she's going to tell Coach. That would be interesting. Hopefully not. But if she does, I feel like coaches could possibly be jealous, especially if she started taking a liking more to his wife than she does to him. It's gonna get messy, girl. She gonna use the picture to blackmail her. I don't trust her at all, and that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if it'll be blackmail. You could definitely be right, Jay, but it's something about her I'm not trusting because she's acting like she can't get anything out of her husband, but then at the same time you dropping money on the stand and whatever else you're doing. So I don't know. I think that I have to watch her. They should be paying Mercedes double because they double dipping. That's what I want to know. I think the photos will be blackmail, and I hate that Mercedes told her that she has a daughter, her name, and show her a pic. Right? I was just so confused about that part. I'm like, you don't need much know this lady. You don't need much know this lady for real like that. And you really don't know nothing. Like you don't know nothing aside from the fact that that's Coach's wife. So, I hope that it doesn't go the way we're thinking. I hope that lady ends up being a good friend that can bail her out at some point, but you never know because nobody, I mean, it's always some bullshit when it comes to Mercedes, okay? What else happened? Let's see. Okay, the first is, okay, so she get her text messages. Excuse me, it's so much going on. You talking about curfews. It was something else that ended up happening, but she didn't care about none of that. She just wanted to see about what her mama was talking about. I think somebody texted her and said, your mom is so amazing. Your mom is this or that. Like, girl, she can't stand her mama. But I am waiting for the time that they actually have a conversation. Like, when is that going to happen? Because I don't think they've seen each other since they got into that fight. So I am wondering what that interaction is going to be like when they see each other face to face. Let's see what else. So Mercedes rushes over to the Pink, right? Because of course they got the Pink got this new situation where they're shut down. So when they rush over to the Pink, first of all, why is Mercedes so loud and she yelling? Like, hey, I came over as soon as I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Okay. And I'm surprised that Haley couldn't even hear them outside. This is Haley having a conversation with Andre, letting him know that the offer that they're trying to put on the table is not enough for her. But she is willing to sell the Pink. But it seems like Uncle Clifford didn't know what exactly she was doing. So Uncle Clifford and Mercedes is overhearing this. And then, of course, they bust outside and they start going off on her. I love when Uncle Clifford goes off on Haley. It is the funniest ever. And I absolutely love when Uncle Clifford says the full name. It's just so funny. Oh, poor Haley. I hope Farrah helps her out in some way. I hope it's not inferious. Mercedes has had enough heartache. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, but we're going to see because I don't know. But my thing is, why would old girl blackmail Mercedes? That's what we don't know. Like, it's not like Mercedes is out here really doing things in the public. That's true. I don't know what she would have on her to like want to blackmail her. It could be something that could happen later on down the road. But I don't know. Haley gets on my nerves. OMG, she's irritating. Haley is always out for herself, period. She'll look out for you just a little bit, but make no mistakes about it. It's always going to be about Haley. Always going to be about Haley. Let me see what else ended up happening. I feel like that's it. Okay, yeah, they cursed her out. So the health inspector, Lauren, returns, gives Uncle Clifford and them the news that they were not hoping for. They still can't open up. They got to wait till further notice. Let's see. Andre comes back. So Andre, of course, told not Uncle Clifford, but he got Uncle Clifford kind of knew. Uncle Clifford told Andre, you look like a man who was just cheated on by his wife, which was quite hilarious because that's exactly what it was. So he talks to Haley, lets Haley know what was going on, saying that he wanted to run for mayor. He wasn't half as pissed about her cheating as he was mad about her laughing at the fact that he wanted to run for mayor. He thought she was going to laugh too, but she felt like that was perfect. And I'm like, is it? I don't know. But yeah, so he then came back. He goes over to his uncle's house because the uncle left him the house. But meanwhile, the baby mama done clinked the house out. I said she would have had to bring all my damn furniture back unless it was in the will that she get all the stuff. But anyway, he didn't mind because he's about to turn that spot into his headquarters. Okay, so he's going to be running for the position that his uncle once had. I don't know about y'all, but some part of me still wonder if his uncle could have actually been his dad. I don't know why, but it just makes me like, I wonder if that was really his dad the whole time, because the uncle already got kids, but it seemed like he just had a special place in his heart for Andre in particular. So it just, I just be wondering. And then at a later time, of course, we can see where the curfew is put in place and Big Bone is about to head out. She and Diamond have this interesting exchange, and I believe he hops on the bike with her and pretty much rides out. Okay, so he gonna go and hang with her, and we're gonna see how that relationship is going to develop. But it was a cute episode. It was a cute episode. I think Clifford was mad that Haley had been plotting to sell the paint from the jump. Of course, that's true. Yes, I think he is Uncle may have been his dad as well. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I mean, his goddaddy may have been his dad. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been saying uncle, but it's not his uncle, it's his goddad. But I do think that his goddad was actually his dad, but we'll find out, I guess, hopefully. I didn't see that coming with the wife, but the way he been acting with Autumn, oh well. Also, can they do something about him looking dusty? Hopefully they do. But the way that the wife was in there getting it in with the man, and then the husband bust in there and got to listen about to choke the man out. I said, not them showing no wanga wanga. Oh, wow. Well, equal opportunity here. Okay. Equal opportunity. They showed the Wayne. He was literally butt-ass naked. He had to run out. Okay. Wow. I don't even know why Andre stood up there and continued to have a conversation. I would have thought that he would have left out the door and let her do whatever she was going to do. And I just felt like, girl, you've been over here sulking and you think you're going to have a conversation with me? You can't talk to me. Not when you're over here sulking at somebody else that you sulking. You can't talk to me with your breath. No, ma'am, you can't. We ain't got no conversation. Okay, go clean your mouth. Period. Now the way that guy answered Andre let us know it was going on for a while. Of course, going on for a while. And then my other thing is like, girl, don't you be living downstairs in the basement? Why you had to bring him all the way upstairs? You could have at least just kept him down in the basement. You were gonna do what you're gonna do. Keep your mess in the basement. Teek could have had a little arch in his back for murder since he. Oh, not an arch in the back. Well, Martin said he was gonna get it how he could. And he got it. Ooh. He also could be Uncle Cliff dad. The way Cliff was looking at the funeral in the first episode. Interesting. That would be Miss Hell if Uncle Clifford and Andre are related and siblings. That would be some messy shit. That would be some messy shit. You hear what I say? But I feel like it would be some good shit. Because they'll be running the hell out of Chuckalisa. You know what I'm saying? Girl, this was a real interesting episode, honey.